didn't know what to expect. I had seen pictures of the battleship but never visited one before. As we crossed the bridge, we saw this giant ship in the distance, a ship that participated in major world events from the 20th century. Thousands of men had served aboard the USS New Jersey from World War II until the late 1980s. From service in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Lebanon crisis, and the Gulf War, the USS New Jersey is recognized as one of the most decorated warships in the U.S. history.
Our arrival today marks a special occasion, and our interview teams will be witnesses to a homecoming of veterans who served on the Battleship New Jersey. This year, the annual reunion of USS New Jersey Veterans returned home to their ship. Watching the veterans walk the gangplank and return to their home was an emotional experience. Seeing the veterans step on the main deck, watching their facial expressions of the excitement and pride to return to their ship will be lasting memories I will never forget. I try to imagine these proud men boarding the ship as young men in the pride of their lives, serving on this warship to defend democracy and the free world.
Our student interview teams observed a memorial service attended by USS New Jersey Veterans. At the ceremony, veterans sat with their shipmates and their families. The reunion leadership and chaplains shared their reflections.
I'm honored the past 12 years plus to say a few comments at these memorials. Sometimes they've been long, sometimes they've been short. Talked about the decks and the men and the people that served on this great ship. During the year, I always look for something that gives me a theme or an inspiration about this. This year, at our Mass at church on Memorial Day weekend, my pastor, Father Mark, my parish priest, read a poem that struck me. It was written by two rabbis, Sylvan Kamens and Rabbi Jack Reamer. And got a little chuckle when a Catholic priest is standing up there reading a poem from two rabbis at Mass. But I asked Father Mark afterwards if I could get a copy of it, and he says, "Give me a minute, I'll go get you what I just read." I brought it out. Of course, he was so small I couldn't read it, so I had to retype it, but he has a lot better eyesight than I do. But it's called "We Remember Them." In the rising of the sun, and as it's going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind, and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of the buds and the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and we need strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. For as long as we live, they too will live, for they are now part of us as we remember them. Thank you.
When I come to the end of the day, and the sun has set for me, I want no rights in that gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not too long. And now with your head bowed low, remember the love we once shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey we all must take, and each must go alone. It's all part of the Master's plan, a step on the road home. When you're lonely and sick at heart, go to the friends we know, in your sorrows and doing good deeds. Miss me, but let me go.
As the ceremony progressed, 4 World War II veterans presented a wreath, which was lowered into the water in memory of those who were lost at sea and in memory of the veterans who departed following their service.
There was a reading of names and the ringing of a ship's bell in honor of the USS New Jersey Veterans who passed away. Each bell strike was a sharp reminder about the fragility of life and celebrating those who bravely served in defense of our own nation.
We will now honor our shipmates who have recently passed. The bell will ring after each name is announced. James Abercrombie, World War II. Captain Paul Allen, World War II. Elmore Anglin, Vietnam. Al Bellalew, World War II. Ronald Betters, Korea. Merle Farrell, Korea. Robert Grant, Vietnam. Dana Brooks, Vietnam.
Another part of the ceremony recognized the service of those who were part of the Vietnam War crew and served between 1967 to 1969. These veterans were celebrated for their service and honored by their shipmates.
I'm Wayne Bendelow, and I've done this at our reunion since I think 2021. A brief history: this is a ceremony developed by Congress and carried out by the DoD to lend recognition to the Vietnam veterans because they did not receive the recognition that was due them when they returned. This ceremony is unique here because we're recognizing the veterans that served on the New Jersey specifically for that Vietnam era period. For that makes it special. To hold it on the ship, which we're doing this year, makes it extra special. Finally, we gather today to humbly thank and honor the Vietnam veterans attending this reunion. Perhaps it is the fact that those who served uniquely comprehend what this recognition truly represents. After all, they served and sacrificed, yet received no thank you, no cheers, no parades. Although profoundly impacted by their experiences, those who were able quickly slipped back into lives they led and left as if they had never been gone. Now, there is no denying that 50 years plus is a long time to wait. Regardless, it is vital that each and every one of you Vietnam veterans and your families understand the prominent place you now occupy in the conscience of our nation, and the high measure of esteem in which you are held by friends, neighbors, and countrymen. Today is a lasting memento of the nation's gratitude. The commemoration designed a Vietnam veteran lapel pin with the intent of having commemorative partners publicly present one to each veteran who served during the Vietnam War period. This lapel pin is beautifully struck and features an eagle's head representing courage, honor, and dedicated service, stripes representing our nation's flag, and 6 stars representing the allies who served, sacrificed, and fought alongside one another. All encircled by a ring of blue matching the canton of our national flag and signifying vigilance, perseverance, and justice. The phrase, "A grateful nation thanks and honors you," is embossed on the reverse side, along with the commemoration's name. I'm not sure who's going to be here and who's not, but we'll go through and see what that brings. Okay? Tom Hyde. Newsom.
Grateful Nation, thanks you for your service.
Harold Smith. Harold is deceased, and the pin will be received by his brother. Paul Seegert.
All grateful nation, thank you for your service.
Jack Norder.
Yeah, grateful nation, thank you for your service.
These veterans were often not treated with the same respect that we show our veterans today. And this presentation was emotional for many, as each USS New Jersey Vietnam War veteran was called to the podium and presented with a Vietnam veteran lapel pin from the United States of America Vietnam War commemoration.
As we explored the ship, we climbed ladders and ventured to different working and living spaces. From chow halls to medical facilities, this ship had everything to sustain sailors at sea for weeks and months.
The USS New Jersey BB-62 was one of 4 Iowa-class battleships and launched a year after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1942, and commissioned in Philadelphia on May 23, 1943, with Captain Carl F. Holden in command.
During World War II, the USS New Jersey sailed throughout the Central and Southern Pacific Ocean while battling the Imperial Japanese Navy. The battleship and her crew was awarded 9 battle stars for the Marshall Islands Operation, Asiatic Pacific Raids, Hollandia Operation, Marianas Operation, Western Caroline Islands Operation, Iwo Jima Operation, and Okinawa,
as well as many other Pacific operations. During the Korean War, the USS New Jersey was awarded 4 battle stars for her participation in the Communist China Spring Offensive, United Nations Summer-Fall Offensive, 3rd Korean Winter, Korean Summer-Fall of 1953.
During the Vietnam War, the USS New Jersey was awarded 3 battle stars for participation in the Vietnamese Counteroffensive Phase 5, Vietnamese Counteroffensive Phase 6, and the TET 1969 Counteroffensive.
During the Lebanon mission, the USS New Jersey was awarded 1 battle star for her participation in the Beirut, Lebanon Armed Forces Expedition.
During the Gulf War, the USS New Jersey was awarded 2 battle stars for participation in the Persian Gulf National Defense Service and Persian Gulf Armed Forces Expedition.
According to the Battleship New Jersey Museum, the USS New Jersey's unmatched service in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Cold War, and the conflicts in Lebanon and the Persian Gulf put her in harm's way in more battle campaigns and wars than almost any other vessel.
Hearing the stories of life on the Battleship New Jersey and seeing the past through the eyes of the veterans who served on her was an experience I will never forget.
As Captain Peniston said, at the decommissioning ceremony in 1969, rest well, yet sleep lightly, and hear the call, if again sounded, to provide firepower for freedom. I would like to add, rest well, yet sleep lightly, Battleship New Jersey. Thank you for your proud service in the past and for your service inspiring future generations with stories of heroism, bravery, and for echoing throughout the 20th century with firepower for freedom.